Hey guys, it's Liz. Today is the day, my gluten-free friends, for we are making gluten-free dumplings. Yes! Also vegan. Okay, so while I shop, just want to let you know that I've actually come up with 2 different options of gluten-free dumplings that you could make. Yes, I wanted to give you guys options, and I don't know why, I just really wanted to include this Asian grocery shopping scene. Ooh, spinach. Let's get to the recipe! Option number 1 is these crispy pot stickers with a delicious mixed vegetable filling. So you're going to need some cabbage. You're going to chop that up in your food processor, and then you want to squeeze the living daylights out of your cabbage until there is as little liquid in it as possible. You can even use the help of your handy dandy trusty nut milk bag if you like. Empty that into a bowl, and then we're also going to chop up some carrot and some extra firm tofu. Chop that up nice and small, and then fold that in with your cabbage mixture. It should look nice and snowy, and it's actually quite dry. We're going to heat up some sesame oil and fry off some spring onions until they look nice and shiny, and then we will add our cabbage, tofu and carrot mix. Give that a little mix, and then we are going to flavor it with some gluten-free soy sauce, white pepper, sugar and a touch of salt. You can add more salt if you like. I don't like mine that salty. You can even leave out the salt if you like. It should look something like this. We're going to put it into a bowl and let it cool down for about 30 minutes. Option number 2 are these beautiful gluten-free wontons with a spinach and tofu filling. You want to start by soaking some dried shiitake mushrooms for about half an hour in boiling water. Then to make the filling, we're going to blitz up a bunch of English spinach, add some tofu, add some ginger, some watered chestnuts, and the shiitake mushrooms. We also want to drain and squeeze the liquid out of those too. Adding a tablespoon of miso paste, and then give that one good shaka 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 shaka. Let the machine do all the work. Looks good. I like mine quite fine, so when you squeeze it together, it should kind of stay together. But if you like more texture, you can of course blend it for a shorter amount of time. Blend it? Is that the right word? I don't know. Okay, now it's time for the gluten-free wrapper. You need some fine white rice flour, some tapioca starch, salt, some oil, and then we're going to add boiling water. It absolutely must be boiling water. And I started mixing, but you also need to add 2 tablespoons of boiling water after the 2/3 cups. Yeah, you're gonna mix with your hands. It's a pretty sticky dough. You can flour your hands with some tapioca starch before you knead if you like, but it does come together pretty well. It's a pretty hot dough as well, so just be careful with the heat. We are going to roll it out into a long log and then chop it into 20 pieces. Now, the better you knead it and the longer you knead it, the smoother your dough will be and the less cracks you'll have, so make sure you knead it for a pretty long time. Once you have your 20 pieces, you want to cover that with a tea towel to prevent them from drying out. Now to begin rolling, you want to flour your workspace with some rice flour and grab a piece of dough, flour the top of that, and also don't forget to flour your rolling pin. Now when you start rolling, you're just going to kind of help turn it with your left hand so that you can roll it more evenly, but you want to roll this into about a 9 to 10 centimeter diameter circular shape. We're actually going to use a cookie cutter today to cut out really nice uniform wrappers because it's really quite difficult to roll the gluten-free wrappers into really nice circles. And voila, we have our gluten-free wrapper. Isn't she just lovely? Now we're going to continue making our wrappers. I have some tips. Number 1, don't forget to cover your finished wrappers under the tea towel to prevent them from drying out. Number 2, redust everything with flour where you can, your bench space, your rolling pin, your hands, and even in between the wrappers once they're done. This is a pretty sticky dough and we don't want anything to stick together. Number 3, find a dumpling friend. It'd be great if you can have one person making the dumpling wrappers while the other person actually folds the dumplings. Look at our beautiful finished dumpling wrappers. Now we're ready to wrap, but first you need a chopping board. This is where we're going to put our finished dumplings, dust it with some rice flour, and you're also going to need a little bowl of water, and this is going to help seal our dumplings up. Now, to make our crispy pot stickers, grab a wrapper. You want to put a thin layer of water over your wrapper, and then we're going to fill it with some filling. Not too much, not too little. Now, to fold it, we're going to kind of fold it in half like a taco and seal it at the top. I'm going to pleat together the right side and then I'm going to pleat together the left side. Now I'll just show you again. This is a little bit tricky. You need to be gentle and go slow to avoid small cracks. But because there is no real tension in this dough because it's gluten-free, you may get small cracks. Look, it's bound to happen, but the good thing is that the gluten-free dough is very forgiving. So any scraps that we cut off from making the wrappers, you can either use that to seal it up, or you can just try and use your fingers to seal up any cracks. It's quite easy. But also, don't worry if you've got a few imperfections. Now I'm going to show you the wontons. It's the same. Wet the wrapper, put some filling in, and this one's super easy. You just want to fold it in half, seal at the top, and then we're going to seal away all the way around the filling. Sorry. Boom, 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 boom. We're going to use our right hand to kind of wet the tips on either side. Then we're going to create a little butt crack with our left thumb there, and then press together the ends. Boom, wonton. Let's go again. Okay. All right, so you're going to grab your wrapper, wet it with some water, filling, and then we're going to fold that up. You can use your fingers always to control where you want the filling to go. It just makes things a little bit easier. All right, wet the tips with your right hand. Use your left hand to create that little butt crack. Oops, that one ripped a little bit. And this is at 4 times the speed, so I'm actually going pretty slow. So take your time, guys. Take your time. Butt crack, and boom. Now we are ready to steam. Now you want to steam your dumplings for 8 minutes and 8 minutes only. Afterwards, to make the crispy pot stickers, let's heat up some oil in a fry pan, put our pot stickers inside, and then we're going to fry all the sides until they're nice and golden. And we have done it! Gluten-free dumplings 2 ways. Beautiful wontons, yummy yum, with the spinach filling and the crispy pot stickers. These ones are probably definitely my favorite. Yum, 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 yum. Hope you like this video. Please subscribe to the channel for more recipes and things. Subscribe. See you soon. Bye.